Roaring Death, Still Awakening by Free. Segment 4, 2022 to 2024, Outgrown Relations. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah 29:11. Oftentimes, your time of awakening is not in the same lifetime as those closest to you, the ones you knew first upon entering this world, or even your sandbox buddies. You aren't born into this world with your tribe. You are born to your bloodline. Attracting your tribe is just that, a thing of attraction. Every soul sat down and agreed to its role in your life. Your parents, your friends, whether childhood or adult, your mentors, even that stranger you met at the grocery store who said something that left a lasting imprint. It was all designed. It was all divine. And I learned this the very hard, draining, and hurtful way. I started noticing the ones closest to me were unaware and unconscious of their life's problems. I put myself on a pedestal as if I were holier than thou, though again, I had the theory, the philosophies, but I too was unconsciously and sometimes consciously thinking and behaving in self-sabotage. At the same time, at least I did have the knowledge that they didn't, and me being me, I wanted to help. Before my departure from Christianity, I dedicated my life to helping others by using my life and my lessons as a testament of change, growth, and healing. I learned in my teen years how much I enjoyed being a guide and mentor to others, which later made sense upon remembering my role as a light worker. Though at that time, I more so came off as having a savior complex, wanting to save everyone else's soul before I even freed my own. There were quite a few people I cut ties with during this time because I realized that even if progress were slow, I knew where I was going. And as they say, once a flower outgrows its pot, it must be repotted. Even more I do my growth would only go so far if I were still planted around weeds. Even still, I preached until blue in the face to those whose ears were simply stuck in survival, only they weren't willing to exit. They didn't have the awareness for the desire of expansion in this way. Their victimhood had no room for accountability. Plus, as mentioned before, I traveled down so many rabbit holes, from government obstruction to religious brainwashing, medical system manipulation, to food industry poisoning, ego deaths, kundalini awakenings, birth charts, you name it. I've douched myself in it. But at the basic level of speaking, your inner world is directly the cause of your outer world. They didn't understand it, and I got tired of explaining it. From my own mother blaming me for her problems and her karma, my father and his tactics of protection, which were really fear projections, to a childhood friend of over 10 years just constantly in a state of misery, to another childhood friend of over 20 years emotionally dumping on me without notice and totally at random. The people who had shaped my foundation owned no emotional intelligence or self-awareness, and as mine was developing, this disgusted me. So I did what must be done when experiencing a self-death. I created space. I accepted the close of each chapter and I honored them with love and energetically sent them on their way.